That was last second.
Confusion here on Media Row. Everybody can't figure out. And I wasn't watching the match. I was watching our Spawn Seller Godly match. And I, peeking back and forth. I don't know if maybe Maple used a challenge earlier in the match. But they would have had to win the challenge because all of Dennis's points were caution one, and a 2-point takedown up to that point. So there wasn't a 1 point for a lost challenge, so they still had that available. Why did that Angry Bird not get out into the center is beyond me. And remember, you can buy those Angry Birds. They're going to be signed by the World Team. The men are going to sign the blue ones. Or I'm sorry, I think the men signed the red. The women signed the blue. USA Wrestling, they're auction off June 14th, 11:50 p.m. is the cutoff time for those auctions. We're underway here, 97 kilograms. Dave Zabriskie, Micah Burak. As you're following along, they have the finals loaded on the mat too. Your Alyssa Lampy, Clarissa Chung going right now, Oliver Stieber, Winchester, Maroulis, Dake Taylor will be your fourth in line. They're only loading one here on mat one. We've got Zabriskie and Burak in the 97 kilogram consolation match. Right now, Byers and Mahalik on deck here on one. We're still scoreless here. Little verbal warning for Zabriskie about blocking off with the forehead. And we've got Zabriskie. That was his second passivity warning confirmed. He's on the 30-second shot clock. 0-0, 2 minutes into the bout. We often don't even go that long before seeing somebody put on the clock in a 0-0 match.
Yeah. Burak going down to that front head, trying to pull down to that front head. We'll break, and that'll be 1 point awarded to Micah Burak as Dave Zabriskie was getting put on the shot clock there and not able to score, so Burak gets awarded a point, and he leads 1-0.
We're going to close the first period out 1-0 lead for Burak. Both guys towed off. in our 30-second break. Back to action. Burak leads 1-0 over Zabriskie. Both these guys trying to stay alive for a national team spot. Okay, there's the warning for passivity, confirmed by the match judge. That was Burak's second warning. He's on the 30-second shot clock. One thing to keep in mind, our third criteria is last point scored. If Zabriskie were to hold Burak off here, 1-1 would be on the board. Both of them would have one caution. That's the second criteria. One caution apiece. Last point scored, Zabriskie would be leading 1-1. And we get to our 30 seconds. Caution, one caution apiece, 1 point apiece. Third criteria is last point scored, and that's in Zabriskie's favor. Burak's going to need to get busy here. 1:25 to go on the clock. 1-1, but Burak trails on that third criteria of last point scored.
Burak doing a good job getting back to that 2-on-1, but not too much offense out of either of these guys. With a minute left here to go in this match. Burak pulls down from that front head. And drives Zabriskie out, but Zabriskie comes back to a single leg, and now he turns it around and drives Burak out. So it looked like Burak was heading out of bounds, or it looked like Zabriskie was heading out of bounds. He turns around, gets back to his single leg, and is able to drive Burak out and takes the 2-1 lead.
And really nothing has changed here with that 1 point. Burak's going to need a score to get last point scored, the 1 point. So not really much of a change in our match strategy or situation.
Burak working a lot out of that front head Russian try, trying to pull down as he's got to get a score here late. And a shot attempt from here, defended off by Zabriskie. Zabriskie gets that underhook on the right side. Ref breaks the action. We got 10 seconds to go, and you're going to need a score from Micah Burak. Runs at Zabriskie. He's got that front head. Maybe looking to roll, and he's not going to get it. Late attempt from Micah Burak. Good attempt there from Burak at the end. Going for it. You got to credit him going for that at the end. And he doesn't get it. Zabriskie